Nobody respects the warm-hearted anymore. Not your friends, not your colleagues, not even your own family. Sometimes you smile, you help, you bend over backwards for people. And what do you get? Disrespect. Ignored texts. Last-minute cancellations. People who treat you like a doormat because they know you'll always be there. You know why? Because warmth without boundaries makes you weak. Kindness without coldness makes you forgettable, and availability without mystery makes you invisible. Want to be feared, want to be taken seriously, want people to think twice before they disrespect you. Then you need to become cold. Starting today. Listen carefully. By the end of this video, you're going to learn 7 ruthless ways to detach emotionally, make people take you seriously, and earn the respect they never gave you before. I'm not talking about being mean. I'm not talking about hurting people for fun. I'm talking about mastering coldness, the kind that makes people stop, stare, and wonder what happened to you. The kind that flips the script and puts you in control. Ignore this and you'll stay powerless. You'll keep getting walked over, used, and forgotten. But apply what I'm about to teach you, and everything changes. Your presence will intimidate. Your silence will command attention. Your coldness will earn respect. Let's begin. Number 1, become unpredictable. People respect what they can't control. Think about it. When you're predictable, people know exactly how to handle you. They know you'll answer their calls. They know you'll forgive them. They know you'll react the same way every time. And that's why they don't respect you. You're too easy to read, too easy to manipulate, too safe. Coldness means becoming unpredictable. Stop reacting the way people expect you to. Stop answering every message instantly. Stop showing up every time someone snaps their fingers. Let them wonder. One day you're warm, the next day you're distant. One week you're available, the next week you disappear. You're not playing games. You're protecting your value. When people can't predict you, they start thinking about you more. They start asking themselves, what's going on? Did I do something wrong? Why are they acting different? And that's when respect begins. Here's something interesting about human psychology. When you don't know what you're going to get, your brain becomes obsessed. The unpredictability creates tension, and tension creates respect. It's the same reason people stay in relationships where they're not sure if the other person truly cares. It's the same reason you keep checking your phone hoping for a reply from someone who barely responds. The uncertainty keeps you hooked. Now, flip that power dynamic. When you become unpredictable, you're no longer the one waiting. You're the one being waited for. So stop being the same person every single day. Change your energy, change your availability, change your responses. One day you're helpful and warm, the next day you're busy and unavailable. One conversation you're talkative, the next you're quiet and reserved. This isn't about being fake. This is about showing different sides of yourself based on how you feel, not how others expect you to act. People will notice. They'll start treating you with more caution, more curiosity, more respect, because they can't figure you out anymore. And what you can't figure out, you can't control. Become unpredictable and watch how people suddenly start treating you differently. Number 2, speak less, command more. Most people talk too much. They explain themselves. They justify their actions. They fill every silence with words because they're uncomfortable with quiet. And that's why nobody listens to them. Here's the truth. Every word you say has power. But the more you talk, the less power each word carries. Coldness means speaking less and commanding more. Think about the most powerful people you know, the ones who truly command respect. How do they talk? Short sentences, calm tone, no unnecessary explanations. They don't ramble. They don't beg for understanding. They say what needs to be said and then they stop. Silence becomes their weapon. When you speak less, people lean in. They pay attention. They wonder what you're thinking. When you speak less, your words carry weight. People remember what you say because you don't waste their time with meaningless chatter. Here's how you apply this. Stop over-explaining yourself. If someone questions your decision, you don't owe them a thesis. A simple, "that's how I'm doing it" is enough. Stop filling silences. Get comfortable with quiet moments. Let other people scramble to fill the void. Stop repeating yourself. Say it once. If they didn't hear you, that's their problem. I know someone who used to talk constantly in every meeting, every conversation, every group setting. He thought being vocal made him important. But people tuned him out. They stopped listening because they knew he'd keep talking regardless of whether anyone cared. Then he changed his approach. He started speaking only when he had something meaningful to say. He let others talk first. He observed before contributing, and something shifted. When he finally spoke, people stopped what they were doing. They listened. His words mattered because they were rare. That's the power of speaking less. Your voice becomes valuable when you don't give it away freely. Cold people don't talk to prove themselves. They talk to inform. And when they're done talking, they're done. No apologies, no backtracking, no second gearing. Master this and people will start listening to you like you're the only voice in the room. Number 3, detach from approval. This one hits hard. Most people are addicted to approval. They need validation like they need air. They post their life online hoping for likes. They text people hoping for quick replies. They say yes to things they hate because they're afraid of disappointing someone. And that's exactly why they don't get respect. Because when you need approval, you become controllable. People sense desperation. They smell it, and they use it against you. Coldness means detaching from approval completely. You stop caring if people like you. You stop checking your phone every 5 minutes. You stop changing your behavior to make others comfortable. You become unmovable. Here's the shift. Respect is only earned when you refuse to beg for it. The moment you stop seeking validation is the moment people start offering it. Think about someone in your life who genuinely doesn't care what others think. How do people treat them? With respect, with caution, with curiosity. Why? Because they can't be manipulated. They can't be guilt-tripped. They can't be controlled through approval or rejection. They're cold, and coldness is magnetic. Let me give you a real example. There was a guy at my old job who always sought approval from the boss. He'd stay late to impress him. He'd volunteer for every project. He'd laugh at every joke, even when it wasn't funny. Everyone saw it, and everyone lost respect for him. Then there was another guy who did his work and left. He didn't chase the boss's approval. He didn't try to be liked. He just did what he was hired to do. Guess who got promoted? The second guy, because he didn't need approval, and that made him valuable. When you stop needing people to like you, they start working to earn your approval instead. That's the flip. Here's how you detach. Stop asking for opinions unless you actually need advice. When you constantly ask, "What do you think?" you're giving away your power. Stop apologizing for decisions that don't hurt anyone. "Sorry, I can't make it." Doesn't need a paragraph explanation. Stop celebrating validation and stop mourning rejection. Both are distractions. When someone compliments you, accept it simply. Don't overreact. A calm "thank you" is enough. When someone criticizes you, consider it if it's useful. Dismiss it if it's not. Don't defend yourself unless absolutely necessary. Your value doesn't change based on what other people think of you. When you truly believe that, you become untouchable. When you detach from approval, you become dangerous. Not because you're mean, but because you're free. And free people earn respect without asking for it. Number 4, use absence as power. Here's something most people get wrong. They think being available makes them valuable. It doesn't. Being always available makes you disposable. When you're always there, people stop appreciating you. They take you for granted. They assume you'll always pick up, always show up, always help out. And that's when the disrespect starts. Coldness means understanding the power of absence. You're not always there. You're not always reachable. You're not always the first person someone can call when they need something. You make people notice your absence. Because here's the truth. People only value what they're afraid of losing. When you're constantly around, there's no fear of loss. But when you pull back, when you become scarce, suddenly people start wondering where you went. They start checking in, they start reaching out. They start respecting your time because they realize it's not guaranteed. Here's the principle. Scarcity increases value. Diamonds are valuable because they're rare. Water is essential but cheap because it's everywhere. You need to be the diamond, not the water. Think about relationships. The person who's always available, always texting first, always making plans, they lose power. The person who has their own life, their own schedule, their own priorities, they gain power. Not because they're playing games, but because their time actually matters to them. Here's how you use absence. Stop being the first to text. Let them wonder if you're still interested. Stop showing up to every event. Your presence should be a privilege, not a given. Stop being the person everyone calls when they need help. Help when you choose to, not when you're expected to. I watched this happen with a friend of mine. She was always the one organizing hangouts, reaching out, checking in on people, and people barely responded. They'd show up late, they'd cancel last minute. They treated her time like it was worthless. So she stopped. She pulled back. She focused on herself. Suddenly, people started reaching out to her. They started making plans. They started valuing her presence because it wasn't automatic anymore. Nothing about her changed except her availability, and that changed everything. When you start using absence strategically, people will treat your presence like it matters, and that's when respect becomes automatic. Your time is the most valuable thing you own. Treat it that way. Don't give it to everyone. Don't make it free. Don't act like you have nothing better to do than wait around for people who don't respect you. Pull back. Disappear. Sometimes focus on yourself. Let them miss you. Because absence doesn't make the heart grow fonder. It makes people realize what they had, and once they realize it, they'll work to keep it. Number 5. Guard your emotions. Let me be direct. Vulnerability is a weapon, but it's not your weapon to show. The world tells you to be open, to share your feelings, to let people in. And sure, with the right people at the right time, that's fine. But with most people, showing your emotions makes you a target. People will use your insecurities against you. They'll remember what makes you weak. They'll push your buttons because they know exactly where they are. Coldness means guarding your emotions like they're classified information. You don't cry in public. You don't explode in anger. You don't wear your heart on your sleeve. You keep your emotional world private. Here's why this matters. When people can't read your emotions, they can't manipulate you. They don't know if they've hurt you. They don't know if they've impressed you. They don't know what you're thinking or feeling. And that uncertainty creates respect, it creates fear, it creates space. Cold people don't react emotionally in the moment. They observe, they process, and they respond when they're ready, not when someone else wants them to. Let me tell you about something I witnessed. 2 people got into an argument at work. One person got emotional, raised their voice, got defensive, started explaining themselves frantically. The other person stayed calm, didn't raise their voice, didn't justify, just listened, then said calmly, "We can talk about this later when we're both thinking clearly." Guess who everyone respected more after that? The calm one, the cold one. Because emotional control signals strength. It shows you're not easily shaken. It shows you think before you react. People fear what they can't break. Here's how you guard your emotions. Stop reacting instantly to bad news or criticism. Take a breath. Process it privately. Respond later with clarity. Stop sharing your struggles with everyone. Keep your battles private. People respect mystery, not sob stories. Stop letting people see you sweat. Even when you're stressed, stay calm on the outside. This doesn't mean you become a robot. It means you control when and how you show emotion. You cry when you're alone or with someone you trust completely. Not in front of people who don't deserve to see that side of you. You get angry in private, then address the issue calmly when you're ready. You celebrate your wins quietly without needing the world to know. Emotional control is power, and most people give that power away constantly. They react to everything. They let their feelings show at all times. They're an open book, and open books get read once and put down. Be a locked vault instead. Let people wonder what you're thinking. Let them guess how you feel. Let them work to understand you. And that control is what separates the powerful from the powerless. When you guard your emotions, you protect your power. Number 6, let silence speak. Most people are terrified of silence. In conversations, they rush to fill every gap. They explain, justify, and ramble because quiet feels uncomfortable. But here's what cold people know. Silence is more powerful than words. When you stay silent, people reveal themselves. They get nervous. They start talking more. They fill the void with information, confessions, and truths they didn't plan to share, all because you said nothing. Silence is a tool. Use it. When someone accuses you of something, don't defend yourself immediately. Stay quiet. Let them talk. Watch them scramble. When someone asks you a difficult question, pause. Let the silence sit. Then answer with precision. When someone tries to provoke you, don't react. Stay cold, stay silent. Watch them lose their composure while you keep yours. Here's the reality. People interpret silence as power. When you're comfortable with quiet, it signals confidence. It signals control. It signals that you don't need to fill the space with meaningless noise. Silence makes people uncomfortable, and discomfort makes them respect you. I remember being in a conversation where someone was trying to get a reaction out of me. They made a comment designed to provoke. Everyone waited for me to respond. I didn't. I just looked at them, stayed quiet, didn't smile, didn't frown, didn't react. The silence stretched. 10 seconds, 20 seconds. They started backtracking. "I was just kidding," they said. Then they changed the subject. I never said a word, but my silence said everything. It said, "Your words don't control me. Your attempts to provoke me are meaningless. I'm above this." That's the power of silence. Here's how you use it. In arguments, stop trying to get the last word. Let them finish. Stay quiet. Walk away if you need to. Your silence will bother them more than any comeback. In meetings, don't speak just to speak. Wait. Observe. When you finally talk, people will listen because you made them wait. In relationships, stop explaining yourself constantly. Sometimes, silence is the only answer needed. When someone says something disrespectful, don't argue. Just look at them. Let the silence hang there. They'll feel it. When someone demands an explanation, you don't always have to give one. Sometimes, "I'm not discussing this" is enough. When someone tries to pull you into drama, stay quiet. Don't engage. Your silence removes you from the equation entirely. Silence isn't weakness, it's dominance. Most people can't handle silence. They crack under it. They fill it with nonsense just to make it stop. But when you master silence, you become the one in control. You decide when to speak. You decide what's worth responding to. You decide when the conversation is over. And when you master it, people will fear your quiet more than your words. Number 7, protect your mystery. The less they know, the more they fear. Cold people don't overshare. They don't post every moment of their life online. They don't tell everyone their plans, their struggles, or their secrets. They protect their mystery, and mystery creates a magnetic aura. Think about the people who fascinate you most. The ones you can't quite figure out. The ones who seem calm, controlled, and untouchable. What do they all have in common? You don't know everything about them. They don't perform their life for an audience. They don't beg for attention. They exist in their own world, and people are drawn to that world because they can't fully access it. Coldness is about creating distance, not physical distance, but psychological distance. You're close, but not too close. You're friendly, but not open. You're present, but not available. You become a puzzle people want to solve. Here's why mystery works. Humans are obsessed with what they can't have. When you reveal everything, there's nothing left to discover. You become predictable, boring, easy to dismiss. But when you hold back, when you keep parts of yourself hidden, people become curious. They start paying attention. They start respecting you because they realize you're not like everyone else. Most people tell you their entire life story in the first conversation. Where they're from, what they do, who they're dating, what problems they have. And after that conversation, there's nothing left to know. No mystery, no intrigue. Cold people do the opposite. They answer questions without revealing too much. They share stories without exposing vulnerabilities. They let you in just enough to keep you interested, but not enough to figure them out. Here's how you protect your mystery. Stop oversharing online. Not every moment needs to be posted. Keep some things private. Stop explaining your every move. You don't owe people a play-by-play of your life. Stop answering every question. Sometimes "I'd rather not say" is the perfect response. When someone asks what you're up to, you don't need to give them your full schedule. Just handling some things works fine. When someone asks about your personal life, you don't need to share everything. Keep some parts to yourself. When someone tries to dig into your business, redirect the conversation. Stay vague, stay mysterious. I know someone who never talks about their plans. They just do things and tell people after. No announcements, no updates, no constant sharing. And people are fascinated by them. They always want to know what this person is doing, where they're going, what they're working on, because they never know. And that mystery makes them pay attention. Compare that to people who announce every plan, every thought, every feeling. Nobody cares because they already know everything. When you protect your mystery, you protect your power. People can't gossip about what they don't know. They can't judge what you don't share. They can't use information against you if you never gave it to them. And when you protect your power, respect follows naturally. Stay mysterious, stay private, stay cold. Let people wonder. Let them guess. Let them work to understand you. Because the moment they figure you out is the moment you lose your edge. Let me tell you about someone I know. We'll call him Marcus. Marcus used to be the nicest guy in the room. Always smiling, always helpful, always available. If you needed something, Marcus was there. And people loved that about him, at first. But then something shifted. People started taking advantage. They'd cancel plans last minute. They'd ask for favors without saying thank you. They'd ignore his texts and expect him to still be around when they needed him. Marcus was being used and he knew it. He'd go out of his way to help someone and they wouldn't even acknowledge it. He'd make time for people who wouldn't make time for him. He'd be there for everyone, but nobody was there for him. One night, after another friend bailed on plans they'd made weeks ago, Marcus sat there and realized something. Being nice wasn't getting him respect, it was getting him used. So he made a decision. He stopped being warm. He stopped being predictable. He stopped being available. He became cold. He didn't answer calls right away. He said no without explaining himself. He stopped smiling at people who didn't respect him. He became quiet, distant, untouchable. At first, people didn't know what to think. What's wrong with Marcus? He's acting weird. But Marcus didn't explain. He didn't apologize. He just kept being cold. And you know what happened? Within weeks, everything changed. People who ignored him started reaching out. People who disrespected him started apologizing. People who took him for granted started valuing his time. The friend who bailed on him called him twice in 1 week, trying to make plans. The co-worker who never said thank you started acknowledging every little thing Marcus did. The family members who assumed he'd always be there started appreciating him when he actually showed up. Marcus didn't change who he was inside, he just changed how he showed up. He became cold, and coldness earned him the respect warmth never could. I asked him once what made him finally change. He said, "I realized people don't respect what they can take for granted, so I stopped being something they could take for granted." That's the power of what I'm teaching you today. It's not about being cruel. It's about being calculated. It's about understanding that warmth without boundaries is weakness, and coldness with purpose is strength. Marcus protected his energy. He guarded his time. He became unpredictable, detached, and unavailable, and respect followed. That's what happens when you stop trying to be liked and start demanding to be respected. So now you know. You know why coldness earns respect. You know why being too warm makes you forgettable. You know why people take you seriously only when you stop being so available, so emotional, so easy to read. You've learned 7 ruthless lessons. Become unpredictable. Speak less. Detach from approval. Use absence as power. Guard your emotions. Let silence speak. Protect your mystery. These aren't just ideas. These are weapons, and if you apply them starting today, your life will change. People will stop walking over you. They'll stop ignoring you. They'll stop treating you like you don't matter, because you'll command respect without asking for it. But here's the thing. Knowing this isn't enough. You have to do it. You have to become cold. Not fake cold, not acting cold. Truly cold, detached, untouchable, in control. Ignore these lessons and you'll stay where you are. Invisible, powerless, disrespected. Apply them and you become the person people think twice about before crossing. The choice is yours. Most people will watch this video and do nothing. They'll go back to being too nice, too available, too warm, and they'll keep getting the same results. But you're not most people. You're here because something inside you knows you deserve better. You deserve respect. You deserve to be taken seriously. You deserve to be valued, and the only way to get that is to stop giving yourself away for free. Become cold. Protect your energy. Guard your emotions. Use silence as a weapon. Stop reacting. Stop explaining. Stop being so available. Let people wonder about you. Let them miss you. Let them work to earn your time and attention. That's how you flip the script. That's how you take back control. That's how you earn respect. If you want more ruthless strategies to become untouchable, to command respect, to master the psychology of power, then subscribe right now. Don't stay weak. Don't stay nice. Don't stay forgettable. Learn to be cold. Learn to be powerful. Learn to be respected. The world doesn't reward warmth anymore, it rewards coldness. So become cold and watch respect appear starting today. Starting right now. No more excuses. No more being used. No more being taken for granted. You know what to do now, go do it.